let's try this again. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. No audio, but that's okay. Let's try it. Let's fix this. We have some time before the launch. I'll get into all the details. All right. Feels like that's a good way to start the stream. So, sorry about the audio there, but everything seems to be working just fine. Everybody, hello, and welcome to a live stream that's pretty, I don't know, it's due on this channel. I haven't live streamed in quite some time. Scrubtober was kind of a confusing month, and that was I don't know. There was a lot of launches that I wanted to catch, but a lot of launches got scrubbed, and it kind of messed with my schedule, leading to me not being available to cover SpaceX launches, Rocket Lab launches. ULA didn't even launch last month, and I think the last stream I've done, the last stream that I did was the Starship SN5 hop. So expect the cadence to be picked up again on this channel, especially with SN8 going up 15 kilometers in about a week or so. I'm going to get into the exact details of the launch that we're watching today. I actually have to make sure that I keep an eye and don't miss the SpaceX live stream, because I've done that before. Streaming is kind of tough because there's a lot of things that you kind of have to manage at once here. So before I pull up my screen, if you guys have any questions, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer any questions. Hang out and watch this launch. But again, there's going to be more live streams coming from me, more meme reviews, maybe a couple more gameplays, but for the most part, I'm thinking about just doing a lot of meme reviews on this channel and a lot of other fun space-related videos. Yeah, how's everyone's day going? It's been a very interesting couple of days. Don't want to get too in the weeds with that topic, but for the most part, a lot of people are in distress today. So I wanted to bring some fun today and hang out with you guys, answer any questions you have. Looks like the GPS 4 mission is going live right now. Whoa! So let's tune in and hang out. I'll give you guys some of the stats of this launch, and let's check it out. So hold on. Such a cool SpaceX intro here. I'll go full screen on here, and we'll await the SpaceX launch, but let's go ahead and go into some of the details. So, Well, let me say what I want to say about SN8 first. So it's 15-kilometer hop flight. I would say it's not even really a hop at this point. It's targeting November 9th, actually. So today is the 5th. We have a lot of really incredible tests that have been already performed on SN8, the cryogenic tests, and then one static fire. They'll be doing one more static fire before the 9th. So the 9th through November 11th will be Starship SN8's 15-kilometer flight, which is going to be so exciting. I was supposed to be down in Texas to check that out, but it's currently not safe enough for me to go and watch that live. So I'd like to go to Texas, but I'm just not really in a place to go travel right now. So I'm going to be watching that one from home. The GPS-3 launch today is called Sacagawea. It's built by Lockheed Martin's A2100 bus. This is the third generation of the U.S. Space Force's Navstar Global Positioning System satellites, developed by Lockheed Martin here in Denver, my hometown. So the GPS-3 constellation will feature a cross-linked command and control architecture, allowing the entire GPS constellation to be updated simultaneously from a single ground station. A new spot beam capability for enhanced military coverage and increased resistance to hostile jamming will be incorporated. The satellites, again, are built on the Lockheed Martin's A2100 bus. The satellite features an Apogee liquid propulsion system, possibly Lyros 1C, as well as 2 deployable solar arrays to generate power. And the launch target for today is November 6th, 2320 UTC, or 6:20 p.m. Florida time. So we're actually about 10 minutes away. So we're going to tune in here very shortly. The customer is the U.S. Space Force, and they're using the pad Slick 40 today, not Cape Canaveral LC-49A. They're actually preparing for the crew launch shortly on that guy. So I don't know if there's currently any Starlinks planned, but crew is this month, so I think they're just reserving that pad for crew. This core is a brand new core, core 1062, which went through an investigation just a couple weeks ago. They attempted this launch, and there was an issue with the turbo valve generator, something, and one of the Merlin engines had to go through deep investigation. So that's why we are here a couple weeks out. But again, it's already basically nighttime in Florida. That's crazy. The sun is setting where I'm at right now, so this daylight savings has really screwed me up. There will be a fairing catch attempt as well as a drone ship attempt, as you see on the screen there. A drone ship booster landing attempt. This will be the first recovery of this booster, whereas other boosters have made it about 5 times to full recovery. So again, this is from Slick 40 in Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. I'm here in Denver, Colorado, watching remotely, but here to answer any of your guys' questions and to have some fun today. Let's see here. One second. I'm going to move this over here. Yeah, so we can check this out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, definitely hit me up. The Just Read the Instructions drone trip is actually 634 kilometers downrange, which is pretty normal for a flight like this. And this is the 105th SpaceX launch period, the 97th Falcon 9 launch, first flight of this booster, 64th landing of a Falcon 9 first stage, 20th SpaceX launch in 2020. Last month was kind of difficult, but we got a lot more SpaceX launches out than any other rocket company out there. Rocket Lab went through some drama. ULA is just kind of sandbagging the whole Delta 4 launch, so or Delta 4 Heavy. So we're just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of just been one of those years. I think the numbers are turning out to be, I'll have to check this on Twitter, but I think there was more launches last year than there are this year, even with all the Starlink satellite launches going on. So we're kind of just going to keep an eye on that. Let me switch over here so I can manage my screen. Yep, so there's that that's the Mischief fairing catcher boat, which is out there to catch one fairing. I don't know if both boats are out to catch both fairings, but we'll have to listen in. So let's go ahead and listen in.
The TE is used to roll the Falcon 9 to
8 minutes to go.
Raises it to its vertical launch position.
I'm excited to watch this.
As well as routes power, fluid, and communication to both the rocket and the satellite. Now let's get a status update on the vehicle.
Good evening from the webcast desk.
This is what we want. We want John Innsbrucker.
I'm John Innsbrucker, Falcon 9 Principal Integration Engineer. It's been a quiet
And
countdown
after
during the day, working relatively few minor
I was gonna
issues.
say,
The teams are
after this launch, let's check out some memes together. Just want to hang out, watch some memes with you
Complex
guys.
40 here in the dark of Cape Canaveral. This will be our third GPS launch.
And let me
all
know
of
if
them have
audio
been
levels
from
are
this
okay as
launch
well.
pad. Now, the spacecraft team performed functional checkouts of the GPS satellite during the day, and the Falcon 9 team began their final checks of the launch vehicle at T-minus 2 hours. At T-minus 38 minutes, the team concluded their electronic go-no-go poll and gave the okay to proceed into propellant load and launch. The team then began loading propellant at T-minus 35 minutes. We load the propellants as close to launch as possible in order to keep them cold. Both the first and second stages use the same propellants, as the second stage Merlin engine is very similar to those on the first stage. This allows us to make the second stage like a shorter version of the first stage, and this commonality is one of the many reliability features in the Falcon design. Now, our fuel is a refined form of kerosene known as RP1. Our oxidizer is super chill liquid oxygen called LOX. I mentioned keeping the propellants cold. We chill the liquid oxygen as cold as we can get it, allowing us to load more into the booster. Now, currently the second stage is fully loaded with RP1 fuel, and the first stage continues loading for another minute. Liquid oxygen is also loading on both the first and second stages right now. We're also loading helium into storage vessels on the first and second stages. During flight, we'll take this cold helium, run it through heat exchangers on the Merlin engines. That heats the helium up, and as
Man,
it
it got
expands,
dark
we use
super
it to fill the
fast.
empty volume in the propellant tanks that's created as the engine pumps pull the propellant out of the stages. Now,
Like
you
the
just
sun
may have
just
heard
set,
a moment
so-
ago, we're inside of 7 minutes. We have begun engine chill in. That will cool the turbo.
Yeah, so the sun just set in Florida, so I bet you these pictures from John Krause and other rocket photographers out there are going to get some really, really cool shots of the smoke plume coming off the rocket and entering into a point of the atmosphere where the sun rays are still shining.
Currently, the range is green, ready to support.
I'm happy weather's
The weather,
good.
The only thing we've really been watching is the ground winds. They've been marginal, but for the moment, everything
Like a-
continues to look good. We've got about 17 miles an hour from the east. That's within limits. Now, if we do have to call a hold on today's launch, we have a backup opportunity tomorrow with liftoff time scheduled
Okay.
a few minutes
I
earlier
can do tomorrow.
at 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time.
I can.
Now,
I
all
could do
systems
tomorrow.
continue to be
Yeah.
go for a liftoff just past 6:24
Maybe.
p.m. Eastern
See,
Time.
if they slip, it's like it kind of ruins my
As we
schedule.
mentioned earlier, today's
But,
mission
I don't
is
know.
for the
We're
U.S.
trying.
Space Force launching the GPS III
I'm happy to be here
Vehicle
with you guys,
4 payload.
hanging out.
Now we'll hear from the Air Force's Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Sullivan and Lockheed Martin's Tanya Ladwig for more information on tonight's payload.
Music? Yep. Okay. So we'll go ahead and tune out of that music that will get me demonetized, and we can hang out together. So this is just one of those launches that's been pending for a while. There was a earlier GPS launch couple of months ago. I'm gonna actually check out the manifest here so I can have some accurate data here. So past launches we had. Let's check out 2020 as a whole. So wow, we went through Starlink. Wow, we're all the way up to Starlink 14, and okay, let's start with 2020 dates and just see what we've kind of had here. So first launch we had was Starlink 2 back in January. In January, we had the in-flight abort, which I live streamed, and that was really exciting to watch the in-flight abort. Then we had Starlink 3 and 4 the following month in February, or one in January, one in February. CRS 20 happened. I think that was the last Crew Dragon, or sorry, that was the last Dragon cargo capsule before Crew Dragon V2 for cargo. That's going to be another cool one to watch as the next Dragon cargo mission. We had Starlink 5 and 6. So actually, you know what's crazy? Since 2020, we've gone through we've done 15 Starlink launches just this year alone. So really impressive. We had the GPS launch in June, the 03 launch, and here's the 04 one coming up. We had the Starship hop, Starlink 910, SAOCOM 1B, Starlink 11, Starlink 12, another Starship hop, Starlink 13, 14. So, I mean, really big manifest for this year. But yeah, a lot of scrubs. October was really, really scrubby. So yeah, I don't know. So let's listen in here.
Rocket. Once the engines are confirmed to be
Got
at
3
full
minutes
power,
to
the
lift
flight
off, and
computer
let's
on the
check this
second
out.
stage will then
Light
command
this
the ground
candle
hold
and
downs
land it.
to release the
Really
rocket
excited
right
to
at
watch this.
T0. The satellite team continues to monitor status and health of the GPS III located inside the fairing that you can see on the screen.
Verification.
And right now, all systems are go on the satellite. The range is green for launch.
Close out.
And we have, it sounds like in the background, we heard that stage 1 lock closeout complete, so we're on time. And the good news is the weather is looking good still. Ground winds are in limits, upper altitude winds are good. So as a reminder though, if we don't have a launch today, we have a backup opportunity tomorrow with liftoff time scheduled 4 minutes earlier than tonight. But right now at 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting, everything continues to go well. Waiting now to hear stage 2 LOX load completion.
Yeah, this launch is really important, guys. Once this one goes off and, you know, gets off the pad, it's going to be investigation over, full gears ahead on Crew 2, or Crew 1, we should call it. The next crew mission slated for this month.
Stage 2 locks close out.
We were actually expecting Crew to go
Minus
on
a minute,
Halloween,
51
but
seconds, and
those
we heard
plans
the
changed.
stage 2 LOX loadout call. We're now, since we're finished loading liquid oxygen onto the second stage, we have to drain the line back that runs the length of that strong back you can see next to the Falcon 9. And as we do that, we'll vent off pressure, and that'll create the large white cloud that you see around the strong back and maybe the rocket, depending how the wind's blowing. That's nominal. That's what you see right there. That's just us bringing everything back down the line as we're closing out propellant and pressure loading on the Falcon 9.
That thing is venting. This is the LOX closeout. Fully fueled. More liquid oxygen than there is RP1. It's actually about half and half, but Starship has a better ratio of
Falcon 9 is in startup.
methane and oxygen. It's about 70% oxygen, 30% methane. 70, 74, 26. Something like that.
Falcon 9's in startup.
There it is. Computers have taken over the Falcon 9. We're pressurizing first and second stage tanks for launch.
We got to this point a couple weeks ago when they attempted, so
Mission director, stage go for launch.
They got to +1, and then
Mission director has given the go for flight. Everything continues to look good.
This is gonna be cool, man.
Pressurizing the tanks one final time here to get ready for liftoff.
Sunny
skies. Right now,
skies.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting. All systems are go for the launch of Falcon 9 with GPS III Space Vehicle number 4.
And we can check out flightclub.io and check out all the trajectories for today as well. We'll do it after the flight because they're going to be showing it on the screen anyway. So might as well just stick around. 14.
Falcon 9's configured for flight.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Go Falcon. Go GPS.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Wow. Really loud.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Off the bat, man. All right, here we go. There's no aborting now. It's either space or Earth's gravity defeats us.
Into flight, propulsion says the
What do we choose?
1D engines are nominal. We're on trajectory and preparing to throttle down in preparation for
great.
maximum dynamic pressure.
Where's the sun, though? I can't believe the sun is... It'll make it up there.
And we're heading into the throttle bucket as we power down the Merlin engines. And throttling back up now. And when the engine's back up at full power,
Supersonic.
and we have gone past Mach 1.
I love it. Sacagawea!
For Max Q call out.
I don't know why they named it Sacagawea, but
The vehicle is experiencing maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Guidance engineer reports we're passing through the period
So this
of
satellite was
maximum
built in Denver,
aerodynamic
just
pressure
like
called
the...
Max Q. From here on, as the speed picks up, the
I should stop
atmospheric
talking.
density decreases.
The same
and the loads
satellite
are
that the
reduced
Arab
on the Falcon 9
satellite
vehicle.
launched on the Falcon Heavy. I watched
Propulsion
Arabsat
power continues to look good. The trajectory
person.
looks good.
All right. Wow, it's like not.
MVAC engine chill started.
It's not up in the sunlight yet.
The engine chill in call out on the MVAC second stage engine indicates we've begun chilling that turbo
Well, it is
pump like we
6:30,
did with the
so
first
makes
stage
sense.
engines, getting ready for ignition of the upper stage engine. Now coming up in just over 30 seconds, the
Where's our
usual
onboard
three-sequence
cameras?
event that'll happen in rapid succession. Main engine cutoff will shut down the 9 Merlin 1D engines you can see glowing there in the night sky.
Yeah, those look good.
Stage separation, and then we'll get startup of the second
You can
stage
see
engine.
each engine. You can see all 9 of them just in that shot. Wow. Oh, that's so cool looking. That
Nice
thing
view
is
from the ground
flying.
camera looking up at the 9 Merlin 1D engines on the business end of the Falcon 9 first stage.
Miko. I don't see Miko, but they have it. They call it early. Yeah. They're a couple seconds ahead. And with my stream,
Stage separation
very,
confirmed.
I'm very behind. Cool. Good separation. Man, the separations are looking just so routine.
MVAC startup.
Nothing bumpy about this separation at all for SpaceX. It's like it's become such a routine thing that they've just mastered. And again, Elon Musk has said several times that
So we've had a good separation. MVAC up on power. On the left screen,
Falcon
the
9
first
will
stage
need no
continuing
more
to
further
coast downrange
upgrades.
as it begins to deploy those large titanium grid fins. Trajectory continues to look right down the middle.
Both stages are following nominal trajectories.
Guidance
it's a
confirms
brand new
we're on
booster,
nominal
by the way.
trajectory with both stages.
Acquisition of signal, Maryland.
Yeah, so
Maryland reports they've got signal from the second stage.
Maryland.
Next
Cool.
event coming up is
they're going-
payload fairing separation.
going-
Separation confirmed.
They're going really there you go.
A nice view from the camera looking forward.
Northeast.
The GPS 3 satellite with
There
the
he
2
is.
payload fairing half separating.
Go SpaceX.
Everything continuing to go well on this mission.
So what I'm saying is Falcon 9 is kind of feature complete for the most part. There's no real upgrades. There's the Block 5 upgrade that they did. They have the Falcon Heavy already mapped out for future flights. Falcon 9 is no longer going to go through any iterations of upgrades or anything like that. What's next is going to be Starship. So these separations you see is essentially going to be Starship Super Heavy separating. And it's going to be the first time that a second stage is fully reusable. So this 15-kilometer hop of SN8 is going to be a really pivotal and important moment.
Both
So
stages continue to follow
it's
nominal
really
trajectories.
exciting. But to see Falcon 9 just routinely doing these launches is really, it's just impressive. I mean, I got into SpaceX in 2018, and back then I was just kind of blown away that they landed those 2 boosters, back to, the ones that you see up here. I'm just, they landed those boosters so perfectly, those Falcon Heavy boosters, those side boosters, and I was just blown away that like this is even possible. And learning about all the computers and all the systems that are in place, the automated systems, automated takeoff landing for Falcon 9. It's going to be really an important. It's just really important to pass the baton from Falcon 9 to Starship, and Starship is getting the attention needed to do some really incredible things. So, seeing these routine launches from SpaceX, even though they go through investigations and just some type, they have scrubs. I mean, every rocket company has scrubs, mainly due to weather, and Starship's going to have scrubs because of weather too. Probably not, because it's a really big vehicle. But I don't know. It's just really exciting to see that Falcon 9 has paved the way for us to truly become multiplanetary. So it's really cool stuff. Sorry to talk over SpaceX, but they're really.
40 seconds away
let's do
from that
this.
entry burn beginning.
Let's do this. This
Today's
has been a
entry burn
really.
should last
I'm just gonna turn this down again. This has been a really dark live stream. There's not a lot of light coming through. They're going on the dark side of the
heard
planet.
That call out that both stages are looking good.
All right.
T plus 6 minutes. We're about 20 seconds away from that entry burn on first stage. And it is nighttime over there on the East Coast, so hard to see that first stage on the left-hand screen, but once entry burn begins, it should light up that screen. We should be able to see first stage pretty well.
Yeah, I see T-Tab, I think. That glow is, yeah, that glow is T-Tab, I think.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Cool. What's that
And there's
light,
that entry
though,
burn
that comes from the bottom
starting up.
before startup?
Tesla saved. Stage 1.
We're not seeing, like engine chill or
You
anything.
could
Like
see
that's
the
kind of
plume
weird.
started off small and it got a little larger, and that is because we started with one single engine, added a couple engines for a total of 3 for this entry burn.
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
And that concludes the entry burn. Next up, we do have a couple major milestones happening back to back. The start of the landing burn for first stage, followed immediately afterwards
Gonna be really
by
cool to
SECO 1
watch.
on second stage.
Just read the
And
instructions.
SECO,
Do
which
your
stands
job.
for second engine cutoff, is where we shut down the MVAC engine to allow the second stage to coast, which preserves the fuel until we need it for the final burn to take us to our targeted orbit for the GPS-3 satellite. Then about 25 seconds.
Cape, stage 1 expected.
Then about 25 seconds after SECO 1, we'll hopefully have a nice view of the first stage touching down on, of course, I Still Love You. And there's that drone ship on your left-hand screen.
Stage 2 has entered terminal guidance.
I think that's another drone
Stage 1
ship.
transonic.
Transonic. That
Just
light
about
that you
20
saw.
seconds away
is another
from those
ship, I
two
think.
events. Again, the landing burn, followed by SECO 1 on second stage.
I really
just a
li-
couple seconds after
You
that
know,
landing burn
I
begins.
really like seeing
Stage 2 FTS.
the onboard cameras for the landing burn. I know they could show that.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Here we go. That guy was breathing hard. Nervous. Nice. A lot of people live streaming this this
And
launch. It's really
SECO.
cool. Okay.
And there we've had SECO waiting for confirmation of good
SECO
orbit as first
before
stage
landing.
returns
Look at that.
to Earth.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
Okay.
Nominal parking orbit.
There's good orbit, and at the same time, we have touchdown of our Falcon 9
Nice.
on, of course, I Still
Hell
Love
yeah,
You.
dude. Nice.
And again, that did happen at the same time, so we did have SECO and good orbit of our second stage.
2
Yeah.
expected.
And there you can see on your left-hand screen, first stage landed on, of course, I Still Love You. This marks the 16th Falcon 9 landing just this year and the 64th of all time.
16 flights this year.
And we're looking forward to seeing
15.
this booster take its second flight on the
didn't make
next
it.
GPS mission next year.
Wow.
Now, the second stage vehicle has now entered
that's
its
reserved
first
for the
coast
next
phase, which
mission.
will last about
That's some
54 minutes. And we will light that MVAC engine for a second time shortly after T plus 1 hour and 3 minutes. So we're going to take a quick break, and as always, we leave you with an animation so that you can keep an eye on where that second stage is throughout the coast phase. So we'll see you back here at T plus 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Cool. All right. That is that's the launch. That's kind of the bread and butter that I like to see. The second engine start is just a small thrust time where they light the MVAC engine for about, like 60 to 90 seconds. Well, 1 to 2 seconds, literally. Like, it's just a quick burst and it puts it in a parking orbit. And then they are going to deploy the GPS space vehicle number 4. So that's really cool, man. A lot more GPS capability. This is really, really a good thing for humanity to have really accurate and good GPS all over the globe. Another thing that's really exciting is Starlink. So having good GPS and having good internet connection all from space is a human achievement, honestly. It's a really, really big, big human achievement. So, okay. I really like this music, though. I'll keep it going while we talk. Cool. So that was the main flight. What a day it's been, man. What a day it's been.
Also signal Maryland expected. Also signal Bermuda expected.
Scrub. The entire space community. You can't say that. Oh man, we're gonna check out SpaceX Master Race a little bit here. Jam out. Weather TV reports when Starlink becomes global. That's pretty cool. They're like already... I don't know. What is that? Some of these aren't even memes. They're just kind of like fun little pictures. I don't know. What else do we got here? Let me introduce you to Gagarin.
Also signal New Hampshire.
What is that? A tank, red origin, new Gagarin, with the fold-out landing legs. The new Gagarin. Yeah, I need to review a lot of these for my meme review, man. It's launch day. Keep Jim, stay my dudes. Oh, keep Jim. Oh, hashtag keep Jim. Yeah, this whole like election and voting and NASA administration budget, you know, and everything is just, there's a lot going on, and Jim is got to keep Jim around. Jim has done a really fantastic job. So Falcon 9, but it's a missile shooting back at the ULA snipers. Wow, that'd be really fun. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat, just get on. Jeremy Clarkson. That's a really good. That's perfect. Everyone waiting for election results. Nerdle waiting for 15-kilometer hop. South Podge. That's Lab. That's really funny. That's so funny, dude. This is like all week is just gonna be like this. I'm just gonna be sitting here like, who's the president, and when is the 15-kilometer hop happening? Everything's past due. I don't know, man. Might be same day. I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the 15-kilometer hop will happen before we know who's our president. So, Mars Curiosity has just completed its 3rd Martian year on Mars. Congrats. Oh, somebody take. I love this. Is a somebody clipped that. That's funny. Why don't we just build the spaceships in Australia and let them fall to space? Okay. All right. It's so dumb. Because you guys are from the South. Daddy Innsbrucker, 19 minutes ago. People are just like, Daddy Innsbrucker. Rocket Lab came out with some really cool announcements today regarding their recovery. I will grind up the cap and live stream the consumption. What's the Rocket Lab cap? Ew. Did he say he was gonna eat his hat or something? If we get back on this, okay. What did Peter even say? Hold on, there was something by Rocket Lab recently here. They said something about, so New Zealand's first satellite designed and built by university students is about to be launched into space via Rocket Lab's Electron. Oh, here it is. Our first, let's check this announcement out. Oops. I just wanted to mute this. Let's check this out because I haven't even seen this yet. This is gonna be cool. Boom. Oh, damn.
Look, it just doesn't make sense to try and recover and reuse electrons. There's just not the mass margins there to be able to do it successfully.
Okay.
So this is a Rocket Lab cap. This is a cap that I'm about to eat because I've said publicly a few times the various things that Rocket Lab would never do. So Electron is going reusable.
I forgot about that with the presentation. Eat your hat. Really, really cool testing here. Parafoil. Paraglider, sorry. Helicopter just comes under and swoops it with a freaking hook. Are you kidding me? This is a really good commercial. What are they doing? Return to sender. Whoa. Hold on. Let's read the comments here because I have no idea what's going on. I know we said Flight 17 for recovery, but I have a permit. It says I can do what I want. Rocket Lab did this. This is awesome. Yeah, Flight 16 is the next recovery mission. That's really cool, man. Did it change from Flight 17 to 16? Are they going to be just bringing it back to land? They're not going to be using the helicopter? Cool. I mean, they can't use a boat to catch it, I don't believe. That's so cool, man. What a cool video. Yeah, I was just questioning about return to sender, so that's what's up. Let's see. What kind of missions do we have for Rocket Lab here? Let's take a look. No, next mission. Yeah, they're launching a GNOME. Okay, hold on. Does this have a payload on it? Rocket Lab's 16th Electron launch will lift off from Launch Complex 1. 14-day launch window is scheduled to open on November 16th. Will lift off scheduled between 1:44 and 14:34. Okay. 30 satellites of sun-synchronous. All these customers. Wow. It's a lot of oh, and Valve Gaming. That's awesome. Okay. And then they will attempt to bring Electron's first stage back to Earth under a parachute system for a controlled water landing before collection by a recovery vessel. It'll be the first time Rocket Lab has attempted to recover a stage after launch and is a major milestone in Rocket Lab's pursuit to make Electron reusable and to support and increase the launch cadence for small satellites. So they have all these, wow, that's a lot of small sats. And then they have a mass simulator, Noam Chomsky. Oh, they're going to be sending the GNOME back? Hold on, let's see. It's a unique space component. Additively manufactured from titanium and printed from, in the shape of a Half-Life gaming icon, Noam Chomsky. I didn't even know that. It serves as a homage to the innovation and creativity of gamers worldwide. Also aims to test and qualify a novel 3D printing technique. Really cool. So it's 150 millimeters. It'll remain attached to the kick stage during all mission phases and will burn up upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere during the deorbiting process. That's really cool. Yeah. So let's check out. I just want to verify these SpaceX road closures as well while we're here. So today and tomorrow got canceled because they did a successful cryo with liquid nitrogen just the other night. They have the 9th scheduled. Wow, so they're probably going to do their static fire and their flight. That's crazy. They didn't even do a static fire with the header tanks, right? Wow, so I wonder what they'll do. This might slip because I just don't know what the plan is with SN8. You guys should let me know in the comments if you guys watch this thing through. Is SN8, does it have to do a header tank static fire before the flight? I mean, we'll have to just find out. I'm thinking maybe not, because there's just so many milestones that the rocket has to reach midway through flight before they even think about the header tank engine relight. So in the case that it craters, it's most likely going to be because of the header tank engine relight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really excited again to watch that launch. I just don't know if the next week is really a thing. I mean, it might be. So if it is, it is. Daddy. Final electoral map 2020. That's great. This is like a Twitter profile picture. This is what's up. Bridenstine 538. Oh man. All right, cool, dude. I should film another meme review. These are some pretty good. Oh, what'll happen first? James Webb, New Glenn, ULA sniper kills Elon. KSP2. Ah, I knew it. Yep, people know it. Shiny rocket good, orange rocket bad. Look at this. What What do we got here? Wait, what does this say? USA. Also USA. Can I get an Electron done in 1 day? That's funny. Me waiting for the Starship update post. Definitely. Where is the Starship update post? Falcon 9, but it's a single stage and also not a Falcon 9. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good one. It's a good screen. That's a good Photoshop. Centaur Yummy Locks Tori. NRLL 101 just scrubbing like crazy, man. Oh, no. This is not the Delta 4 Heavy launch. This is something else. They've been scrubbing like crazy. Why are they scrubbing so much? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Elon Musk saved Tony Stark from deep space. That's awesome. 10 days till we launch American-Japanese astronauts on American rockets for American Soul. American and Japanese. Sorry. Is that really in 10 days? Because that's going to be really fun to live stream as well. NASA and SpaceX are going to be all over that. I mean, with the Crew 1 mission, they were like live streaming for 4 hours. Something like that. And then they just continued all night. Okay. GPS is good. 23 minutes ago. I have to be going pretty soon here, so I'm not going to be here for the separation, but it was still fun to hang out with you guys for some time, play you guys some acoustic. Let's see. I need to look at what's upcoming here. Okay, so 1 week, 2 days is the next Crew 1 launch. So that's on the 14th. Wow. So we're going to do a Starship 15-kilometer hop. Man, this is going to be like just like Crew 1, where SN4 exploded right before Crew 1 and the media was just like all over. Well, I think there was one article that said like SpaceX, blows up vehicle days before an important launch or something like that. So I think when SN8 goes and most likely craters, as in explodes and does not stick the landing, which is likely, but not impossible. I think that when it does that, a couple days before Crew, I don't know, like how is that going to work? They're two separate entities. SpaceX is working in Boca Chica. They have their Starship program. They have a lot of people there delegating their time to that project. And then they also have the whole Crew program. So it's not like they're going back and forth here. So, but they are going to have to do 2 live streams, which is going to be interesting. I really hope they do that SN8 live stream. So, yeah, I'm going to be checking in with you guys here on my channel for the 15-kilometer hop. And we're going to have some fun together. It's going to be a really cool one. We'll check out some memes, play some music, and have some fun. Check out the 15-kilometer hop. I'm going to be freaking screaming. Like, I'm going to be losing my badonkadonk on this. Let's see here. Snate. Yeah, just lots of memes for me to look at. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Access port closed. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So right now, I mean, like with lab, we have, we're just waiting, right? We're just hanging out. We're waiting. But it's just so beautiful seeing it there fully stacked. I just can't get my eyes off of it. I literally keep it up on one of my screens all day, just looking at it. I think what we're gonna see in the next the access port is opened again. What we're gonna be seeing in the next few days is going to be a lot of actuation tests, maybe just 1 or 2 actuation tests, but they need to make sure that those things can like really go quickly, right? Because that's really important. It really depends. I wonder how fast those flappy things actually need to actuate, at what rate of speed in order to control the rocket, thoroughly throughout the flight. They did their cryogenic tests. They have 3 engines on there. They're just doing all their cross checks, making sure their I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and making sure that power connections are good to go, that all of the all the COPVs are hooked up and nothing's leaking. Obviously, they already checked for leaks, but there's just a lot of other electronics and plumbing to figure out, especially with the header tank being at the very, very tip of the nose there. It's just going to be really crazy to see. So, oh, man. Okay, guys, I got to get ready to go. Let me thank you for checking out this stream. A lot more to come. The setup is actually starting to feel better. So I'm excited to maybe start doing some podcasts, some Mars Meditation podcasts, go over a lot of updates throughout, maybe once a week, just choose 3 topics and talk alone here. And if you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up in the comments. And I'm here for you, man. So I found a new tagline for this channel that I think I'm going to stick with. And it's this, because the old one for this channel when I started back in 2019 was, I think it was, I said it a couple times. It was preparing the consciousness for a better multiplanetary future. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start on the rebranding process of this channel, maybe come up with a new logo, start just kind of making this more of like a round thing rather than just a bunch of live streams and some random meme reviews. There's just going to be a lot more structure to it. And the tagline is actually going to be, together as a consciousness, we can be a multiplanetary species. Bam. Bam. Something like that. I don't know. I'll think of it. I'll think of something cool. I have a lot of Photoshop, I have a lot of After Effects to work on for the intro piece. And I don't know. I'm promising a lot here, but I promise you guys, this channel is just going to get better and better, and I couldn't be more happy to have my 68 or something subscribers checking me out. For those of you who stopped by just to check out this live stream and say hi, I appreciate your time. Thanks for checking this out, and we will see you on the next live stream of Mars Meditation reacts to SpaceX landing, because they're awesome. Anyways, you guys have a great night. Be calm to each other. Be peaceful. Just be very civil. Be as civil as you can be. The nation is as divided as it can be, and what we need to realize is that we need to put all of our energy into spaceflight and making our consciousness, making our human, just making the human race multiplanetary is one of the most important things. And I truly believe that we can solve our issues by going to space. And the more that we realize that we need to go to space to solve our problems down on Earth, if people stop taking this narrative that we're spending too much money in space and it's too much resources and time, we have all these problems to solve on Earth, I really, truly believe that the way to go is to go up from here, because there's no borders in space. There's a lot of promise in space. So these elections and these programs, these contracts, all this stuff going on, that's just like, there's too many hands on NASA's plate right now, and we need private companies to step up. It's just kind of a really important time. I'm really passionate about it, and I know that we can do better. So we're doing that by, building Starship. And a lot of people are getting really excited about Starship, and I really love to see kind of like the increasing excitement on like, look at the thing. SN8 is fully stacked, and SN9 and 10 are following right after that. Super Heavy's following. Man, I gotta start doing Starship videos, because there's just like, again, there's this is just picking up so quickly. There's so much to learn, and there's so much that changes every week, so. Anyways, cheers, everybody. Be great to each other. I will see you on the next live stream. I will see you on the next video, and we'll be hanging out. So, man, appreciate your time again. SpaceX, good job on this flight. It was a really, really beautiful one. Can't be more proud of this company and what they're accomplishing. So, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you later. Peace.